In this lecture, what we're going to do is we're going to cover how to make cuts in Adobe Premiere, specifically to remove mistakes and long pauses from your video when you're shooting your course. We've experienced this quite a bit while recording this course. And, although you might want to get the perfect shot, sometimes that shot might have mistakes in the middle or at the end that you want to remove. Okay, so what we have here is we have the Adobe file open. We have the video that we want to edit. We really like this shot a lot. In this clip, what we have is we have the playhead over the part where we want to start. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to hit the mark in button, which is going to tell us where the clip is going to start. And then once you've decided where you want the clip to end, you're going to hit the mark out button. What this allows you to do is select a specific range in the video that you want to start editing. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and pull the file into the timeline, and we have our video ready to edit. What we're going to do here is we're going to go over two different types of ways that you can clip your video files. So the first one that we're going to do is we know on this file that we don't like the end of this clip. We made a couple of mistakes, and so we had to kind of move the teleprompter a bit. So what we're going to do is the easiest way to do this is by just pulling the end of the video file and moving to the part where you want it to end. So now you see in that file, the video ends right at the moment where we want the video to end. And so this is an easy way to just drag the file. So one of the tips we have for finding the visual guide when you're wanting to cut the video is take a look at the waveform, the audio, and as you can see here, you notice that there is no audio track on the bottom, and so we know that this is an area where we wanted to clean up the mistakes. So this is where we're going to go ahead and drag the video file back, and this will be where we end the clip. So in this clip, what we want to do is we want to remove the mistakes that Josh made in the video, and so what we're going to go ahead and do is we are going to introduce another way that you can cut videos in Premiere, and this is using the razor tool. So go ahead and click on the razor tool button, and you're going to want to find the place in your video, again using that same tip of where you see that there is no audio track, and go ahead and just click. And what you see that happens right now is the audio is instantly clipped. So right now what we have is we've split the video into 3 different sections, and we have that middle part that we want to remove. So there are 2 different ways of doing this. The first is just by hitting the delete key. And when you hit the delete key, you see that you have this space, and so now what you can do is just drag the second video over, and now you have that clean clip, and you remove the mistake that you wanted. The other way of doing this is if you right click on the clip you want to remove and you move over to the ripple delete, this will automatically pull the videos together, and so now without having to move the file, and once you're moving or working on more complicated files, this will actually help speed up your process. Okay, so what we recommend is go ahead and try cutting a few different videos that you might have already recorded and play around with the ripple delete, move the videos around. This is definitely a great way for you to get comfortable with the program. A great tip is if you ever accidentally delete any of the clips and you freak out, just go ahead and hit Command Z, and it's a quick undo button. Okay, so once you feel comfortable and you practice a few times, move on to the next lesson where we're going to cover how to add transitions and B-roll to hide some of these abrupt jump cuts that we made in the previous video. If you didn't make any mistakes but you still want to learn how to add B-roll, go on to the next lesson and this will be a huge help.